All right, so everybody's saying this is bourbon of the year kind of quality. I don't want to say I'm worried about it, but you're telling me that this is better than GTS, WLW, King Kentucky, any of these other M10, any of these other crazy bottles coming out?
We shall see. Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we are going to review 13 Colony Double Oak. Right?
It's double.
Is it double?
I just think, I just think it's just double.
Double Oak, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. So.
Cask strength, though.
It is cask strength. She is a proofy gal.
She is a proofy gal.
All right, so if you've been living under a rock, you've probably not heard of this, but last year this kind of took a lot of people by storm. A certain set of friends of ours from another channel, they did a review of it because this bottle was somewhat reasonable on the secondary and then it like spiked with hype. And what was funny is I just had the mindset, I was like, there's no way this thing is as good. And like then I got to try last year's and it was awesome. You got to try some too at Forest Park this year, didn't you?
I did.
So we really enjoyed it. We had a really good friend of ours reach out to us and say that they would offer to send us a bottle for what they got in it. So we were very, very fortunate and was able to get one. Thank you to that person.
Yeah, you know who you are.
You know who you are.
Today's episode is brought to you by Z-Biotics.
So let's face it, after a long night of drinking, if you're hanging out with the boys, watching the game, whatever you're doing, nobody likes waking up feeling like crap the next day. So thankfully, though, with Z-Biotics, it's changed the game to where you don't have to wake up and feel that way the next day.
Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's this byproduct, not dehydration, that's to blame for your rough next day. Z-Biotics pre-alcohol probiotic produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. It's designed to work like your liver, but in your gut, where you need it the most. Just remember to drink Z-Biotics before drinking alcohol. Drink responsibly and get a good night's sleep to feel your best tomorrow.
So Dave and I, the other day, we went to a special event we were invited to, and where, it was kind of like a soft opening.
Yeah. And
we got to try a bunch of things. We went out for cocktails before and cocktails after. We had a great time. It was awesome. But I took Z-Biotics before, I know Dave did as well, and literally had no issues, no qualms, no fuss. Was totally able to function the next day, no problem.
Yeah.
So it's super easy, guys. All you have to do, take one of these, and then you just drink some water with it, and you're feeling right as rain the next day.
Yeah, it's literally that easy. I had to take my son to some sporting event stuff, a golf thing the next day, and just felt fine.
Yeah, totally.
The next day, no problems whatsoever. So Halloween is right around the corner. So this Halloween, pair your candy and your cocktails with a Z-Biotics to avoid this spooky next morning. Go to zbiotics.com/Bourbon Kingdom or scan the QR code on the screen right now to get 15% off your first order when you use the Bourbon Kingdom code at checkout.
You can also sign up for a subscription using our code so you can stay prepared no matter the time, occasion. Z-Biotics is backed with a 100% money back guaranteed. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/Bourbon Kingdom. Use the code Bourbon Kingdom at checkout for 15% off. Thank you, Z-Biotics, for sponsoring this video, and we really appreciate the partnership with our channel. But anyway, so this is the second edition of 13th Colony. This is 136.8 proof. The mash bill for 70% corn, 21% rye, 9% malted barley. It doesn't have an age statement, but I've read and heard different things like where it's anywhere from like 9 years, even closer to 10 years old. I also don't know how long it was finished in the second barrel. But I mean, this thing is so dark. I mean,
It's like finished in a molasses barrel or something.
I mean, seriously, it is dark.
It is really dark. I'm excited about it because I love a good double oak. So
I'm excited too. I've had a couple friends who reached out to me who got one, and it's like, Zach, you're gonna love it because it's your profile. Like how I like darker notes in a bourbon.
Yeah.
They're like, it's totally your profile. You're gonna love it.
yeah,
Last year they did like around like 1,800 bottles of it. This year they have around a little bit over 3,200 bottles of it. So, and it's also not in Georgia. It is also like in like Tennessee. I think one of the Carolinas, maybe Florida, something like that. There's like 4 states with Georgia. So anyways, yeah.
So she's hard to get.
That's basically it. I will say, I feel like, and this is supposed to be all their own stuff.
Yeah.
From what I've read and seen. If I'm wrong, please somebody put down in the comments below. Hit the like, subscribe, notifications button while you're there. I feel like this is one of the most hyped up, popular bottles that it is hard to get because there's just not a lot of them going out. Like realistically, if you didn't get it from one of the 4 states, or you didn't get it from Seelbach or Bourbon Outfitters, which trying to get one of those, I was on the site, had everything ready, and it was gone, and it never even popped up for me.
Yeah. I would say to me, and this is probably even a little bit more, but last year when you brought the A. Smith Bowman home, and like every fiber of my being wanted to find one of those, and I couldn't find one. That's kind of how
I mean, you could for a very.
I don't know if I'm
price.
going to feel. I don't know if I'm going to feel that way about this because I haven't tried this yet to know whether or not I'm going to. But that A. Smith Bowman was like really hype for me, and really one that I really, really, really wanted and didn't get. But which will be the same with this. I'll probably really, really want this and not get it.
I know. This is like one of the few bottles I've gotten this year. I mean, the guys I run with and stuff, like, obviously we do well and everything, what we do, but this is like the one's like, oh, I need to try that.
Yeah.
Like, I have one other bottle right now that really hasn't dropped in our area. That's this one right here.
Yep.
We'll review that for another time. But these two seem to be like the really big popular ones right now.
Yeah. Man.
Just
party foul.
It's all right.
I mean, right away, there's like a almost like a soda smell in there.
I was actually going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like almost like an orange grape soda nose to it, and I did not expect that at all.
No. It smells really good. Like
it almost smells like it's almost like an ice cream sundae float kind of combination.
Yeah.
It's like not just like purely like an ice cream float. Like there's like some other stuff on there. But
so I was in Utah a couple weeks ago.
On your 62nd vacation this year?
Yeah, I think somewhere right in there. But I mean, if you live out in Utah, bless you, you live in a beautiful state. It was awesome. But there's this restaurant called the Black Bear. And the Black Bear, it was just like a diner. But it had the best pancakes I've ever had. And there's a little bit of that floury, pancakey smell, like just fresh off the griddle pancake smell there to me. That is super welcoming. Like it, I can't wait to try this.
I just can't wait.
I'm clearing my palate.
I can't wait to get over this cough I have. So I'm also getting some like oak. There's some oak characteristics from that little barrel char.
Yeah.
A little bit of oak tannins. Now here's the other thing I'm going to say. Again, like I just didn't see this fruit coming. I feel like if there was an Eagle Rare barrel proof, that's what that nose would be like.
There is an Eagle Rare barrel proof. I know someone that has one.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. If you live in Kentucky, you've at some point in time seen one, heard one, tried one from somebody getting one offline.
Yes.
But I kind of feel like that's what it would, because like
I could see that. I can see that.
Which is a huge compliment, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy. All right.
Can we get to the tasting?
We can get to the drinking part.
Ooh. Now I don't know if you may or may not say this, but to me, this, just on that initial first drink, this drink's kind of like a Stag Junior.
It's like if you had like a hot form of like liquid breakfast with like, because I agree with you what you're saying with pancakes, but like you take like some like waffles and some butter and some cinnamon,
Put it all together,
syrup, tons of thick natural like.
Bruce will blend this up and tell us what you think.
Yeah, no kidding. Holy crap! There's fruit on that,
Man.
like it's. I'm trying to figure it. I'm trying to describe this, but it's almost it's like some kind of hot form of like liquid caramel or caramel, depending on how you like to pronounce it.
Depends on where you live.
But man, that's so desserty. It's almost like a Milky Way like candy bar that's like melting. I know what I'm thinking of now. I'm thinking of deep fried ice cream. I knew there was some kind of ice cream note I was thinking about. Because there is something like a little bit like deep fried to that, like a little fatty. Man, I've only had one sip, and it's still just hanging around on the back of the palate too. Man, that's really good.
It does feel like a breakfast bourbon.
It really, like, out of all seriousness, it really does.
It does.
It also has no proof on it. Like on the nose and on the palate, like you don't get anything proofy whatsoever.
And it was probably the first, because after the second and third drink, you're right about that. There was a little bit of bourbon shock on my first drink because obviously this is not obviously for you all. For me, this is my first drink of the day. Oh
man, this is like stupid good. You know, something else that kind of reminds me of? Going back to the Wild Turkey Voyage.
Yeah.
There was that savory, sugary note to that.
Yeah.
Take away that sugary note, but like think of like a salt note to it. And it's like if you had like McDonald's fries with a ton of extra salt on it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that little part there. It's really good. It's really savory.
What I like about this is that I don't think you taste the proof.
Not at all.
You feel the proof.
Yes.
But you don't taste the proof, which I like.
I agree.
I think there's so much to like about this, and wherever the hype came from for this bottle,
it was met. And
it is definitely
my
met
expectations.
I get like a little bit of leather here on the back end of just letting it sit for a minute. A little bit of leatheriness to it on the backside, which again I love. It just smells so good, tastes good, finishes good.
It's like a really sweet vanilla cake.
It's good
with strawberries, oranges, and raspberries.
Yeah. If you can try this at a bar, I would say try it at a bar.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Other than that, I'm not sure that you'll find this unless you live in those states, and then you're probably still already missed the boat on it.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting here thinking to myself, how can I get another one? Who do I know where? My boy Matt, I know who lives down in Georgia. He's getting a phone call today or a text.
Yeah. It's really good.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm really, really happy. To our friends who sent this to us, I'm super happy for this because this is super exciting. This is really, really good.
Yeah.
The other thing is, I love that it's like a craft distillery. It's not one of the big boy distilleries.
And it's going to hold its own.
I think it's going to beat a lot.
Yeah.
I think it's going to beat a lot.
It's going to be, I mean, unless some things just really come out of the woodwork here at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's going to be high.
This is going to be high. It just is. It has everything that you want.
Yeah.
In a bourbon.
I agree.
And nothing that you don't want. Like, that's the crazy thing is there's not even something in there
I really don't know of any note in there I don't like.
No.
Like, there's not anything to make it seem like it's young, sharp.
No.
I mean, the palate, it's just super oily and thick.
Yep.
And it stays with you. The finish lingers and lingers and lingers.
I think they did the double oak right.
No kidding. Good for you.
Even
13th Colony.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I've had, like I said, I had last year's. I thought it was really good. This is I haven't had any of their other stuff.
Nope. This is the first time I've ever had anything from them. So
But
it's all downhill from here.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Really happy with it. Also, I like that you all did the birthday bottle, and you all did it better than maybe you said this year's.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I don't know.
Probably.
All right. Well, hit the like, turn on notifications, subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let us know what you think if you've had it. And until the next time,
We'll see you.
we'll see you.
This thing is good.
Cheers.
So good.